That is good. Hrithika silent. H is silent, I am not. H is silent, I am not. Hrithika silent. That's peculiar, but okay. That's weird. Okay. Contest master, judges, and my fellow fabulous oddballs, if you had the absolute delight of knowing me, you would know that I come with a tagline. Hi, I'm Hrithika, the H is silent. At this point, this is not just an introduction, it's basically a catchphrase, an incorrect reflex at this point. So as a kid, my name was my pride and joy. As my very own brand ambassador, I would pronounce my name to every single person. So at the age of 3, maybe 4, the details are a bit fuzzy because as an only child, I was too busy being the twinkle of my parents' eyes. A relative of mine tinkled me and said, "Oh, are you ticklish?" To that, I responded by saying, "No, I am Hrithika." Great dance on my part. But then from that moment onwards, everybody knew I was destined to be a genius. But then, grade 1 interview season came. You know the Hunger Games for Sri Lankan parents? But instead of arrows, it was application forms. With every application form and with every interview, there came that question, the inevitable. So, how do you pronounce her name? My parents with their awkward, award-winning smiles would clarify and say, "It's just Hrithika, that H is silent." So the teachers would look at little me and hesitantly say, "Okay, that's a bit peculiar, but okay." Now 5-year-old me didn't really understand what peculiar meant. I mean, I was smart, but not that smart. But I was starting to associate my name with the word peculiar. Making friends as a kid became a hurdle when your name is spelled somewhat like a tongue twister. So I would go to introduce myself, but I would overhear the kids saying, "How do you pronounce her name? Is it Hrithika? Hrithika?" How do you pronounce her name? It's so weird. As time went by, my enthusiastic, "Hi, I'm Hrithika," slowly morphed into silence. As I was starting to feel pretty down about my name, one day someone proceeded to call me Hrithika, which simply translated means annoying. Ouch. I know. Was it meant as a joke, as a jab? I would never know. But it still stuck. It stuck with me. So, like the H in my name, I decided to go silent. I retreated into the background and shrunk into myself. So even though I became silent in my voice and in spirit, my mind, however, this beautiful mind of mine was louder than ever. I started to question everything. My name, my identity, my parents' questionable decision-making skills. Why did they have to give me such a tricky name? Like, what's the point of an H that just sits there like a water? H and R are two consonants that don't belong together. But time as it often does, it brought about change. Fast forward to 2025, I have now realized that this little H of mine, it's not a curse. It's my trademark. It's what makes me, me. I have now found my people, those who say, "Oh, Hrithika, that's such a cool name." And those who laugh alongside with me when I jokingly say, "Hi, I'm Hrithika." It's like Hrithik Roshan. I mean, we are basically twins, right? So the name that I once loathed, I can't even fathom how I headed in the first place because it has brought so much love and joy into my life. I have also come to terms with the fact that my name is not here to make your life easier. It's here to make mine unforgettable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know what you are thinking. Hrithika, you're starting to sound a bit pompous. I mean, yes, it is pompous, but then at the end of the day, it is my name and I am proud of it. So a few weeks ago, I had the absolute pleasure of being one of the hosts for a sweet little event called Speech Master. And in the script for the finale, there was a part that said, signing off for tonight, your hosts, and then I was supposed to say my name. So I braced myself. I braced myself for the good old dread, the odd feelings of self-doubt, the weird feeling of embarrassment. I braced myself for all of those to come rushing in. Because over the past few years, I had a weird relationship with saying my name out loud to the public. But then, that date, on that moment, nothing. I felt absolutely nothing. The edge might be silent, but I am not anymore. So I stood there proud as ever and I said, I am Hrithika. That felt good. That felt really good. So this silent